Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ. And up next, we have Charlamagne the God saying it's crazy Drake would sue iHeart Media for pushing a narrative for Kendrick Lamar when he has these PR firms and fan pages that push narratives for him, allegedly. And this wouldn't be the first thing that Drake has obviously done to be deemed hypocritical by the masses. And for people saying there's been a lot of slander, is it really slander when you're giving these people all the ammunition they need? Because if these major outlets are ever going to publish any of this stuff, they're going to definitely make sure they're in the clear by vetting their sources and such. Because it's not just fan pages and meme accounts, it's the Grammys, the NFL, and the biggest entertainment conglomerates around, and these entities have teams of lawyers to make sure that they remain compliant to avoid any litigation. Because while there have been moments where these corporations were bested by somebody suing, usually their team of attorneys make quick work of them. And I know I've seen like the random comment here and there saying that Drake actually won the settlement, and who knows if he actually got any information from iHeart that would aid in his lawsuit against UMG. But just from the outside looking in, I don't think them settling and it being confirmed that iHeart didn't participate in payola nor receive any payment from UMG is going to help when it comes to the UMG case, which also cites payola. But enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video where we have Charlamagne the God saying it's crazy that Drake would sue iHeart Media for pushing a narrative for Kendrick Lamar when he has these PR firms and fan pages that push narratives for him, allegedly. And I'm going to reiterate this again, if you don't want these outlets running with narratives, try not to give them the ammunition they need. But this lawsuit is definitely crazy because it's not unlikely that Drake benefited from being the golden goose for the last 15 years over at Universal, the biggest force in commercial music on the planet, and it's going to be really hard to claim that he wasn't receiving the same type of help that he's claiming Kendrick Lamar is getting right now. Because if anyone is going to have any information on if Drake has been using these same tactics throughout his career, it's going to be the label and the machine that's been behind him for the last 15 years.
Oh, no, I was talking about never mind. I don't even want
Say it. We could cut.
Well, there's a PR firm that reps two people in particular, and it's interesting to watch these two people put things out there in the ecosystem to control the narratives about things. I'll say this. Both names rhyme with each other. They rhyme.
I'm assuming obviously one of those names is Drake. The only other person that'd be like Drake, Blake. If it's Blake Lively, that'd be crazy that they have the same PR firm. But that would definitely be who I lean towards, especially given the fact that she's going through her own scandal as well. Actually, her and Ryan Reynolds are going through a scandal. And it would make sense because both of these two people's reputation are definitely in the gutter right now.
If you guess, I'll tell you.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, shut up, bro.
Oh.
Buffoon.
Ooh. Both names rhyme, and one of their biggest endorsements rhyme.
Steak?
Oh, Drake, steak.
Gotta be Blake.
You almost there, Alex.
Drake, steak, and
Who else? Cake? Nah, no.
I thought this was see, y'all lied to me. Y'all told me this was the biggest story, and everybody's on to it.
oh Blake.
Oh,
Blake Lively.
Oh, you on it now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You on it now.
Well,
Yeah, let's go.
I'm on it now because the information that I received is
And it actually makes a lot of sense now that it's been confirmed because whoever has been doing damage control for these two people have been doing a terrible job.
week, and I'm like, oh shit.
And this is
fire, right?
this is the other shit. Like they put the things out there, and then these, I don't even want to call them dumb, but these like attention-seeking motherfuckers on the internet start posting
I would put Andrew Schultz in that category as well, though, so you can't escape from that, fam.
videos and shit that reinforce the fake narrative that the publicists put out there.
Yes.
There's views in it. So it's the publicists manipulating the blogs and all the other channels.
Yo, it's actually look at this.
Bunch of stuff
Look
out
at
of
this.
context.
Look at this. This is a spreadsheet,
God.
right? This is a spreadsheet. What's that number?
2,026,000.
That's all the sites they feed stories to. By the way, this is only one spreadsheet. Look at this one.
So I would love
And by the way, look, and it's not just the sites. Hold on, look what's on. Look at the
meme
stuff that's
pages.
on here. Look at all of the websites,
Fan accounts.
all of the fan pages, all of the blog sites.
At the end of the day, the way people consume media has changed. There's people that actually get their news from X initially, and Instagram as well. The amount of people that get their news from like No Jumper or like the DJ Academics page, man, is actually astronomical.
I'm not going to jump out the window and accuse y'all of anything. I'm just going to simply say we know who's getting paid to push things, and we know who's getting paid to push things.
We should put,
and we know who's getting paid to push things.
We should put
They
the
about to
people
clip
out.
this and put it in one of these blogs right here.
Nah, but we should, because some of these people are dumb enough to do it without getting paid. They're so stupid, they just run it with the story.
Well, obviously because it's bringing eyes to their platform and hopefully they can convert that into money. So not everyone has to be directly paid from Drake for them to profit from this.
That's true too.
So you're doing the same thing that the other places are doing for money.
By the way, I'm not mad at it because I've been saying that a lot of these PR firms, like there's an old school way of doing PR, right? And the old school way of doing PR, especially crisis PR, is you run to like a major publication. You run to a New York Times.
Oh no, they're much more intelligent
But like I just said, times have changed. The way people consume media, like I said, is different.
than the old school way of doing it.
No, well, this firm in particular,
Yeah.
because they listen, I remember when that article came out in 2023, and there was an article about I'm gonna tell you which article it was. I think we talked about it here on the podcast before, but it was an article about how bloggers, it was an NBC News article, how bloggers shaped the Tory Lanez trial.
Yep.
This was January.
Well, everyone was getting their information from these sources, and honestly, a lot of it was hearsay, a lot of it was speculation. The social media definitely made it seem like it was a slam dunk that Tory Lanez was gonna skate off.
2023.
I got caught up in that shit.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to myself, if I was a PR firm, I'm going to hire
Definitely
all
did.
of them immediately. I'm getting all of them on payroll. I'm going to get all those bloggers. I want the fan pages that be on X and all that. I want them all. Because when it's time to push a narrative, nobody does it better than them.
Nope.
Nobody does it better than them. So when you see these fan pages, and I'm going to tell you how they manipulate you. You look at these fan pages, right? Especially on X. The captions will say things that the video don't even say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're just trying to get you to click. But those pages get called out very quickly when they do stuff like that. But these people are going to try to get attention by any means.
Literally, you'll read the caption, and then you might click the video and not watch the full 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but the caption is already here. And then you'll go watch somebody.
Guys, there's actually people that don't even need to watch the video to assume what the video is about and spill their thoughts onto their own platforms, onto their own pages. And that happens everywhere, whether it's politics, music, entertainment. People will go online and crash out without ever knowing the context or even making sure that what they're reading is actually in the video.
On YouTube, do a reaction video for it, and they're reinforcing the narrative. Next thing you know, you running around with this.
And that's the annoying thing is that, like, you got to let people have the freedom to say whatever the fuck they want. We believe in free speech, they can have it.
Absolutely.
That I get. The annoying thing is that sometimes those things can become trends. We've seen it happen with me. We've seen it happen with you.
Absolutely.
And it's like, oh, wow.
I'm not going to gloss over that because I've definitely seen some reactors that will go and push a narrative even though it's clearly wrong. You have to be objective. Yeah, you can cover it and react to it because I do the same thing. But you still have to have some type of discernment when it comes to like breaking this information down because I don't feel like you have to like sacrifice your integrity or your morals to try to get clicks. The right people will stick around, and that's where the actual community building is.
You're almost looking at like, who's behind this? Like, you're running with a fake narrative, and there are all these people rewarding the fake narrative, the same people that reward all these other fake narratives, and you start sitting back and going, wait, is this like a strategic attack?
Of course it is. It's always. And I just think it's kind of crazy for somebody like Drake to be going after, UMG.
Well, he settled with iHeart, and iHeart came out and was like, yeah, we showed him all the shit, and there was no
They
case.
didn't do anything wrong.
Because what they call, what the lawyer strategically did.
At least in this case anyway, because I'm not going to go out on a ledge and say that they're not participating in payola, because that's definitely not a bet I would make. But it's going to be really hard to argue all this stuff if they just come out and say that you've been doing the same things on a way bigger scale.
Was try to make it seem like
settled.
Yes. When the reality is,
There's
it
no
was a
case.
deposition, it was a petition, right?
For
information.
Yeah.
He wanted a deposition to get information. He saw what he needed to see.
And it was like, oh, we don't got a case.
They dropped the petition. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. But it's just funny to me to accuse entities of taking money to do whatever.
When you're paying entities.
You're paying these entities to push
Hypocritical.
false narratives.
So this is a very common. This is a very common.
And obviously Charlamagne has a connection to iHeart Media, so you know he's going to ride with them. But he's definitely right. It's very hypocritical if you're doing the same exact thing, and it's not going to take a lot to uncover that.
Common thing. And that's why, like, low-key, I think we should probably expose all the sites that push the false narratives for money, because people should know.
Andrew, you would be up there. You'd probably be top 10 on there because there's been a few narratives that you have spun that are obviously false.
Oh, they should know that they're consuming.
Yeah. I don't know who's pushing what for money yet. I just know that
We gonna
I
find
have
out.
a spreadsheet of all of the places that the firm, PR firm pushed the story to.
Mm-hmm.
So, it may not even be a thing where you're actually paying people directly, but
Yeah.
you're paying a PR firm,
Yep.
and this PR firm has these people in the tuck.
Well, they do these press releases and they do a mass email to all these people with the information, and those outlets go on and post it themselves because at the end of the day, attention is money. You can convert that to money. So these PR firms or Drake doesn't necessarily have to pay these people for them to want to post these things on these platforms. They're going to do it because they obviously want clicks.
By the way, I ain't mad at it.
And that goes for any
might need y'all
content
with it.
creators.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Also the opposition. I remember you said to me this fire shit. I've said this to other people. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention whoever's hating right now. I go, why?
oh yes,
This was beautiful.
that's right.
You're like, it was even during the Kendrick shit, or it was during that like shits and gigs shit. And it was like, yo, pay attention to who's hating right now.
Those are the people that haven't really liked Drake for a long time either. It's really easy to throw your weight around and intimidate these smaller artists or these executives when you've been as successful as Drake. But as soon as you slip, as soon as there's a crack in the armor, everyone that's ever had an issue is going to come out and let that issue be known, whether it's directly or indirectly. Because sometimes just doing nothing can be just as effective as doing everything. Case in point by the fact that a lot of people are saying that his album isn't doing what it should be doing because he's not getting the major label support, which makes all the sense in the world because even though they do have a vested interest in this project making money because Drake is one of their investments, why are they going to go out of their way to help the person that is embroiling them in a legal battle right now? They don't have to necessarily make any calls. Them not making any calls is going to do plenty of damage itself.
I'm like, why? He goes, you go, because they've been hating the whole time.
The whole time.
They've been nice to you, but they didn't have the confidence to come out. And
They
now that
could
it looks like
use you.
there's a tsunami, now that there's like a little confidence, they feel it's over for you, so they can get behind it. Now they were hating the whole.
They read in
time.
Friday.
Mhm.
They read it Friday.
They read in Friday.
Yep.
Debo knocked out. Debo on the ground. Now let me go grab his chain, punch him, and run off to the car. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. This didn't just happen overnight. Drake has allegedly built a lot of bad equity in the industry, and it shows with the fact that no one has really come to his defense other than an artist or two that honestly look like they still need Drake's help. They would still love a Drake feature. Like I've said plenty of times, if you're not useful, you're useless. And that's just a fact of life, honestly. But yeah, to harken back to the point of the whole video, it is very hypocritical to go and sue iHeart and to sue UMG for the very same things that you have allegedly benefited for such a long time. And it's going to be really easy for, like I said, the machine to go and prove that you were doing the very same things that you're accusing them of doing. And I know a lot of the Drake stans want to push the narrative that the settlement was a W for Drake, but I don't truly think it was. You didn't gain anything financially, nor did they, but the lawsuit was dropped and it was confirmed that no payola was received. And I'm pretty sure that's something that Universal's attorneys are definitely going to use when it comes to defending their own case. And who knows if they don't try to use that to actually dismiss the case altogether. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys, like I think, that it's hypocritical that he's suing these companies when he in fact probably used these same methods? Or do you guys think, like the most staunch Drake supporters, that he's just being a hero for the smaller artists? Which I don't think is the case, because it took for him to have his downfall and for his stock and reputation to drop the way it did for him to actually go out and say anything. So I truly can't believe that he's doing this for the smaller artists. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders, and I really want to thank you guys for making this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me, and all the love and support you guys continue to show this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming. So I really want to let you guys know how grateful I am. I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this topic. Hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. And I'm almost certain that UMG has kept all the receipts.